Hello everybody, it's Malcolm with Alpha Athlete Training and Coaching, and I've got a short video for you today on some basic exercise, something we probably all did in PE when we were little kids, and that's just your standard sit-up. And I'm going to go through a couple modifications just for people that aren't quite there yet as far as doing a full sit-up. And so obviously the normal sit-up, one of the things that a lot of people don't do is try to engage your hamstrings a little bit. So I encourage you guys to kind of find a place where you can kind of anchor on the floor or hook your feet into something. And what that does, if you can kind of pull with your hamstrings, like you're trying to pull your heels in towards your butt, it helps to not work your hip flexors as much and focuses more on working your abdominals. Okay, so what I like to do is just kind of pull with my feet and then hit my full sit-up. You're sitting up to the point where basically your elbows can touch your knees, or if your fingers are laced. I tend to get people away from lacing their fingers behind their head because they tend to pull on their head and stretch their neck out. It's not necessarily the best thing to do. So I like to kind of make a fist, and it's like right next to my ears, like I'm pulling on my ears, but I'm not actually tugging on them. And so again, I'm pulling with my hamstrings and I'm curling up, touching those elbows to the knees and back down, okay? A modification to this is just a basic crunch. So it's basically the same position. I'm still gonna try to anchor or use my hamstrings and engage those so I'm not working my hip flexors. But what I'm gonna do is right here, just point your hands up in the air, again, engaging those hamstrings, and I'm just gonna draw my rib cage into my hip bones and try to lift my shoulder blades up off the ground. There and back down, okay? Just your basic crunch. So as far as that goes, that's really the only modification that I would recommend for a sit-up at this point, is just digressing that back to your standard crunch. But anyway guys, if you have any questions on that, send me a message down in the comments below and I'll try to get back to you. And so as I always say guys, think strongly, attempt fearlessly, and accomplish masterfully.